What's your guys' experience? It's currently decided it really needed to update the game, or update the launcher. So we're a little bit shy of getting in the game, but I'm hoping that we're back. Neat. Guessing not. You think it's working? You shouldn't be seeing any movement right now because there's nothing happening. Because the game decided to be kaput and then be annoying. But if you can hear me, say random gibberish. Just a moment. Why do I need to log in? Okay. You see and hear. Okay. Progress, potentially. It still is working on it. Status. It is experiencing issues. No. Gee, OBS. How could you have ever informed me of that? Could you be more specific than just issues? Truly incredible. I have no idea why that would be. Okay. That should be normal amounts of lag. If it's just... Oh boy. Well, yeah? I have no idea what's happening. We are only like one quest away from the end. We just have to watch the city burn down, and then we'll be fine. So, is this good enough that you guys can all at least see? Right, I'm expecting normal amounts of lag. But... is it at least good enough, chat? Struggles. Chat, is there like a minute and a half long delay? What the heck is going on? And we have to clear this fort again, one more time. That's fine, that's not a hard clear by any measure. We'll just run up here. We'll grab this guy. We'll murder one person. And we're just gonna play with, basically without chat interaction. No idea what the heck that was about. No idea what the absolute heck any of that was about, but that's fine, I guess.
Justice will be served, and my tale will be told.
Who saw me?
Kids? Anyone?
Fine. Straightforward enough. Okay. That's only about a minute, that's not bad. That's only a minute, then we can take a minute.
The terms of your captivity.
If love be a crime, then yes, I do.
I
Okay.
see.
Oh, the guard captains and the
A scoundrel and a
that may be so.
Okay.
But this scoundrel will play. I, Kine Wolf, have been
There,
freed from my
fine.
bondage
We
and
did the thing. We're gonna steal, like, if there's one thing, ow. Right,
apologize to your friends and stay out of trouble. Easy, Kit and Tina Wolf.
there's one thing right here that isn't, it is locked. God dang it. Okay, who's the guy with the key? You're the guy with the key. Get smushed. What a throw. Absolutely incredible. Ow. Running! There. We finally accomplished this thing that caused all of our issues. Jesus. Okay, I'm so sorry for all the technical issues, everyone.
It's all the gleaming. Now we will see if they play the square.
come one, come all.
Okay, so they are using a tambourine, a
Lovers.
regular two types of harps. These are both reconstructed. These are that 4-string harp is basically the same as what Benjamin Bagby uses, so it's actually a reconstructed museum piece, while the other one seems to be a much more regular lute. What the heck happened there? What the heck happened there? Y'all just, like, forgot to actually, like, play the game. An ode to breakfast. Oh, also, he's not holding the harp or the string at all correctly. I don't think we have any surviving bows for one of these harps. That's like a modern instrument known as a tail harp, which is the same word they're using, tagelharpa. But most of the ones I'm aware of, I think were supposed to be plucked. So, well-programmed game, no problems. It's only so cursed that it broke everything. Easy. Thank y'all for sticking around through these. I appreciate that.
It will take more than a few lads with newly polished bows.
But yes, Peter, you can at least find his death site. I don't know if you actually get to meet Ragnar. If we do,
That can't be right.
I could return with his
then
head on a
there's
spear if you'd like to see.
No.
it'd be something if we can sure see it. If that's we actually meet his ghost.
Friend had no cause to murder. He saw London as a kiln of rage, to harden the softness of its younger men.
Yeah.
I ignored in him what I hoped not to see. Ambition, greed,
Yeah.
anger.
Not
From one
great.
man, such hatred is easy to spot, but from many, it's a fog that fills the room.
Power. Men will claw for it and cling to
So-
it at the cost of everything.
Very true, and it's cold comfort when glory has the taste of your family's blood. 2 targets down. only
Wait,
the
you
compass
just...
remains. If
Okay,
it
so
were mine
Avon
to
explicitly
kill,
rejects,
I would be on
like,
my way to
glory as
London
being an
now.
actual comfort for the pain that it causes right here.
Expecting the worst.
I
Keep that
don't
in
want
mind.
anyone
This
catching
was
me off
not a
guard.
dialogue choice.
Shall we take the fight to him?
There may be a way. Let's regroup in the church when you've had time to rest, Broker.
What you... So... Yeah,
The good sister was
exactly. Eivor is just a glory hound because they say she's a glory hound, not because she actually ever acts like it. She doesn't have any consequences for her actions. Kind of. And certainly, the actions that do have consequences are the ones that are not her fault, which is the problem. Right? She gets punished for things that aren't her fault, and then gets accused of being a glory hound. Okay, we can now slow down time.
A hero for all London! They'll hand London to the unwashed tides. Mark these words.
Yeah, rabble, 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 rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Aw. Look at how cute they are. Look at how cute they are.
Some surly guests outside.
Eivor, we were... we didn't see you enter.
Yes, they are dating.
Be cautious with that. Anyone could have walked in.
They might have, and I'll serve penance before God, but I will not feel shame.
And this is probably the high point of this arc.
I'd rather not join Tricker among the headless.
You make a
There, they just
well-timed
made it
point.
explicitly
Have you stepped out today?
explicit
There's a
by
strange feeling brewing in the
Elka
streets.
calling him Elska, or Erka calling him Elska, which means love.
Angered many.
Let's hope the compass
It's
numbers
adorable.
among the
They are
afflicted.
adorable.
I don't doubt it, but are we ready for him?
And they acknowledge,
Let's go over
that,
all
you
that's
know,
happened up till now.
firstly,
Frodo was killed
gay
and
people
dismembered
exist.
by men who were
Have always existed.
men he
Duh.
trusted. Avgos, the
They
Arab,
also acknowledge
our
that they
brother-in-law.
lived in a society and times that were
wanted
not
London to be
particularly
And the
fond
good
of
sister.
explicit
lot of
homosexuality. Both Christian and
London's
Norse
safe.
contexts are heavily patriarchal, and
And the city was remembered.
Norse less than
Your bishop
Christian
has already
against
issued an apology on behalf of the
non-straight
It's
sexualities.
time we focus on the compass.
They
Gather
obviously
all the power
existed,
laid out for
and
this day.
obviously continue to be adorable the whole time. But,
We let fly the feather dart, squeeze
this is
brazen
the
ink
best
from
part of the
loathsome
arc.
leech.
they make Erka and Stowe in some way a very modern, recognizable sexual orientation.
This one's got the
Because, yeah, while LGBT people have always existed, and they always will, and they are
Countess is a sailor.
ordinary people
Frontier.
and he won't
that
like
are
you
more
if
than
he's
just their
gotta leave
sexuality
his home,
and
so
should
to
not
speak.
be shamed,
With the death of the leech
should
and
be
the
just
arrow,
straight up
you
supportive
want
of
to
that.
get back. We can't know
Because,
how,
duh, human rights.
Apart from this, the man's
But
invisible. Coward, if you ask me.
their societies aren't tolerant of that. And so it portrays them in a way that's very recognizable in modern culture,
There's an open
right?
window they can't
A
reach.
form,
I'll go up. You find a way out.
a form of, well, yeah, I think I said it right the first time and then tried to elaborate and failed.
Run for us, my We've many years yet. Come on.
So, right, they're gay in the way that modern people understand it, and that's not a bad thing. That just is a thing. Where's the open window up here? Right there. Gotcha. Up? Eivor? Eivor? Hello? Yeesh. So, medieval and medieval Christian and medieval Norse gender identities do not look the way that they do in modernity. There were obviously non-straight identities, but there were, you know, other one. They manifested in different ways, but portraying them in a way that's familiar is a way of emphasizing that these people existed, and understanding what that looks like. Exactly. They're gay according to a modern identity, because that's recognizable. Anyway, as I mentioned, the, seriously? Just frickin' drop.
They're locked inside.
And now they're gonna continue being adorable by doing murders. By assisting me in doing murders. There we go. Easy. Ta-da! These guys are really good at all of the stuff. Wow. They're not as good as me, but they're still very good. Alright, let's go, Stowe. So yeah, the city's a little bit on fire. The city's actually a lot of bit on fire. Mostly just this area, but... So yeah, the church burned down. The church will burn down again in the Middle Ages. Well, actually...
We commandeered the springs at Avgos's we could rain a cloud of arrows on the invaders.
I'd sooner take the flank and go around this army to the boats. If we cut the head off this beast, the Order's men will be easy to rout.
I want those springles on our side.
So, this might actually suggest that this is supposed to be like 3 St. Paul's early.
May God guide our swords.
There have been like 5 churches on the side of St. Paul's.
Don't be reckless, little boys.
I'll see you when it's done, Edgame. Count on it.
Anyway, Stowe, let's go.
They'll have no chance.
Whoa, that was a bug. Just slow-mo walked and then zipped. Yeah, I mean, that's the modern one. That's the modern one, AC. But there's a Gothic one that burns down in the Great Fire in 1666. And then there's an early English one that burned down before the Gothic one was built. So, right, it's... And then they may want this to be even one before that. Because it just burned down every couple hundred years, and then they rebuilt it, and then it burned down again, and then they rebuilt it, and then it burned down again. Whoops. And we contributed by helping burn it down.
Let's turn these Pringles back.
Oh no, that was not what I wanted to do. Whoops, I just... Hello? Do the thing? Do the thing better, please. Hello? Why is none of that hitting? Like, it's auto-locking it into dumb. Fine. We'll do it this way. Boom. Okay, where are these arrows coming from? I am a little bit on fire, but... There we go. Spriggles are a little bit OP. Look at this auto-tracking. Kaboom. And where is... Oh, jeez, these guys came back? Fine. Let's go. Let's go. And someone got back up on the Spriggles too. Ugh, freaking infinite spawning. Jerks. Like, what is even the point of doing all this stuff if they just infinitely respawn? Like jerks. Like, why give us an option? Don't worry about it. They have Imperial shields just because they have Imperial shields. There's no rhyme or reason to it. They just do.
Will none of you lift a finger to aid your master?
Come on, do the thing.
Die, pig!
Oh, that's not good. That hurts. That hurts like hell. But that's fine. Stomp. And... What, did that not count? Did that not count as a confirmed kill? Did that not count? As did that not work? Okay. Literally stabbed him in the finishing animation, but that's okay.
Burning to ash what you cannot possess. That's a child's way out.
Yup. Yeah, well, this guy...
London. Boudica was right to burn it to the ground.
Alright, just reference that. Even before the regular, like, Londinium exists.
Set aflame. Will you rule over these cinders now? Yoke its people to your whims and needs?
I'm curious. Actually. I'm very curious.
I have finished my work in London. That's enough.
London is only a beginning.
Uh.
My order reaches further than your tiny boats can take you. Never forget, Trigger, my old friend. A man at sea may have gold and glory.
Uh-huh.
But he is always a slave to the churning tides. We are
Titus.
that tide.
This year Vespasian took the empire. Huh. That's what I thought. Sorry, give me just a moment to make sure I'm looking at the right century here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Oh, well, that's the edge of the world. Okay. So that was our C-brand cognate, by the way. So... Like, the so-called Anglo-Saxon Chronicle makes literally no mention of the Iceni Revolt. Right? I don't have easy access to a digital edition of Bede in order to, double check. To see if Bede mentions it at all. He's our most likely one too. It's either him or who's our 6th century author. Names are hard. Names are very hard. Gildas. Let's see if Gildas is... if he mentions Boudica at all. Because it feels like that's just, like, referencing the one famous, antique revolt, in England, and then doing literally nothing exciting with it. Just throwing it out there for reasons. Oh my god, who could have guessed? Yeah, So... Nope. Oh! Yes, Gildas does mention Boudica. Okay. So, the reason I'm asking is to just make super sure that they, were regularly aware of Boudica and had some kind of reputation that would merit her being mentioned in this context as being this person who did something spectacular and sacked London. And Gildas does explicitly mention her, so that proves its plausibility. Awesome. So, turns out the suspicious thing was fine this time, but it's always worth checking with this game.
Half drowned and half burned.
Not half of either. And far better for the blood on your blade.
The compass is dead.
Okay.
London is yours to wreck or rebuild.
We will rebuild. We'll strengthen the walls, reunite families.
Those walls are...
likely use
No.
less wood, more stone.
Ill-timed, Erke. I'd like a quiet
Yeah, you're not gonna do any
We'll
of
take
that.
it together.
You're not going to do
makes
any of that, you
I
two,
trust you will keep
because
my
the
call if
person
I
who
should send for
strengthens
you.
the walls
Cable
is
in search of a friend, Eivor.
Alfred the Great, as it turns out.
I
And
broke that. And you deserve this. A silver ring for your raven perch. It was Trigger's before you...
yeah, London will stay flammable because yeah, turns out
Untouched Erke.
wood
I'll
is
carry it with pride.
a far more easily useful building material than stone. But by the 12th century, most of the city is being made out of a mix of wood and brick. Because brick is also fairly easy to create in London specifically. Stone's generally hard though. Like, there isn't a great stone quarry near medieval London. You have to cart it in from a little ways out. So, yeah. Anyway.
Seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Wasn't that at all exciting? All that technical effort for only 30 minutes. So, there's a bunch of useless stuff in here. Don't care about any of those. That'll probably come back to bite me eventually, but today is not that day, so it's fine. Let's see if there's something else we can do to kind of wrap up the day here. Let's go after some of the words. Let's see if we can clean up some of the order members and stuff, since we've actually got about... well, we've got a few minutes left. I want to make this at least a reasonably long stream, because there was so much time of technical difficulties. There was so much technical difficulties that I don't want to be, you know, making you all wait for all that time in order for me to come on, do like one thing, and then leave again. We're not going to be going for too much longer, just because I don't have a lot of time, and I do need to eat lunch eventually. Hi, bye. Now. Could you not, though? Ow. Still ow. I wonder if I'm allowed to switch out my abilities mid-fight. I am allowed to switch out my abilities mid-fight. No! Don't you dare attack Wolfgar. You're not allowed.
The darkness beckons, Ravenkin.
Does it? Does it really, though? Can't block that one. Need to remember I can't block that one. Thorn is just the attack symbol. I don't know why they're using that one, but they are using that one. So yeah, that doesn't mean something. It's just if it flashes orange, that says that that's one that we can block but can't stun someone out of. Well, the red is you just can't block it. Ow. I was doing so good too. Well, we'll just smash his face in that way. I will mangle his toes all day long, and then he dies.
I once served and prayed under St. Chad at Tamworth. I was a monk.
Indeed.
I should have stayed there.
Did St. Chad die with his axe in his hand?
St. Chad will be revered for avoiding the axe. I wish I had done so myself and not taken a path full of violent honor. The old gods will fade from our sight in time.
Yes. Well, not in this game. Not in the lore of this game, because this game, and this franchise. But in general, yes, you are correct. The old gods do more or less die out of the English tradition. So got a couple more of these. About level 150, which is not bad at all. And we've picked up most of the interesting things here. Truly, it's just like, dude, the last handful. Last very tiny handful. Because most of these kind of just suck, I'll be honest. For how big all of these are supposed to be, they all kind of suck. This one's pretty good. But most of this is just trash. Just random trash, though. That one's useful, I won't lie. So like 2 more good ones. And then not. I can take on Reagan. Cordelia is like twice my level. Cordelia is still way freaking stronger than me, so not about that life. But we can at least take on some of these guys. I can take on Thor, the fisherman. Actually, we'll probably save Regan and Cordelia for their own stream, or for a different stream. We'll take on the Drenger, one of the Lost Drenger. Oh yeah, yeah, Cordelia's level 320. Seriously not happy fun times. So yeah, we're gonna save Spooky Pagan nonsense for a later stream, in which we will do Spooky Pagan nonsense. She may save that for right at the end. Because let's be honest, we don't need to do all that much stuff with it, cause, yeah, there's no real rhyme or reason to why we would want to take them on before we are grossly overpowered. So, you know, we may do them the same stream as we get to Stonehenge, which would be right at the end, but that feels... Condense all the Spooky Pagan into one place.
The nets are well set. You have stocks for 100 moons. You will live a long and hearty life.
You don't have refrigeration, you won't have things last for 100 months.
The air is filled with the smell of fish guts. Your catch appears generous. Your nets overflow with silver stock. You're lucky.
Indeed.
Warrior, you
By the
bear
way,
yourself
look at what he's
the
wearing.
spirit of a
He's
Dreng.
wearing winter gear.
I am a Drenga too.
In fish
Winter seafaring gear.
Is this your way of hiding or protecting those around you?
My life has had many chapters.
No, he didn't.
Ragnar loathed, but
This
he
is a
stopped
case
it
where
as
they
a
are
father
explicitly borrowing from Vikings the
often
TV show,
envied my
and
choice.
taking that
rode
narrative.
through the great army of
Ragnar did not
I
stop.
did.
Ragnar did not start as a farmer. That is a Mar interpretation based off American individualism and the American dream of bootstrapping.
I met a Saxon lady, Athelswig. We
But
have made a fine life for ourselves.
he, in the saga, in the medieval tradition,
East Anglia.
both Saxons and the sagas, he is the son of Sigurd the Ring, a legendary king of Denmark. He's a king, the son of a king, because social mobility isn't such a big thing. There isn't a ton of it. There's more than in Ireland, but there's not a ton of it.
Like a crow.
I accept your fight. We'll show your boy how Drenger do their bidding.
Do you hear this, son? Today you will see the color of the blood that made you. The color of courage and honor above all. Any weapon will do.
Yeah, like those 2 spears. 2 spears versus 2 hammers. Let's do it. Let's go. You're gonna own me, I'm sure. This guy is scary as all hell.
Now you see, son. We are Drenger.
As I said, this guy is scary as hell. No. No rolls for you.
Ah, yes. The boy loves battle. Its heat returns to me.
Damn it. Dang, he's owning me. Holy shit. I'm super dead. Dang it, that didn't work.
Honor me, son. A true Drenger can win a battle with a twig or a stone.
And once again with that. He doesn't give me a chance to do much. One HP on the dream? Let's go. Nice, we can pummel him. Gonna need to back off, get help. Yep, dead. dead. Mashing toes appears to not be the optimal strategy on this guy. I'm sorry, everyone. We can't mash his toes into oblivion.
Now you see, we are Drenga. Ah, yes, the boil of battle. Its heat returns to me.
Ow. I should have done something there, I guess. Like this. I should just save.
Watch me, son. A true Drenga can win a battle with a twig or a stone.
What are you aiming at, my guy? Ow.
Son, do not look away. My end is near.
Shit. We should be able to just maul him with this. There we go. We did it.
The glory gate. Think of me, my boy. My dear love. Now, you know.
Father, I understand. I see.
Do
the
you-
glory
do you
you
though?
spoke of. Go now
You sure?
to Valhalla and join Ragnar.
This isn't. No.
Father is a
What?
fine warrior. A Drenger to the end.
One day I will honor him and make
This-
of myself
this-
a Drenger.
This feels unwise. Yeah, ketchup. So, Drang in Swedish is farmhand. Drang in Danish is boy. And Drang in Old Norse is kind of a noble.
Feels
Or
stronger
noble spirit
already.
or something. But yeah, that feels like generally just a bad. This was just a bad strategy all around. Whatever he was hoping to gain out of this was not. We should not be glorying in any of this. And honestly, the Saga Corpus doesn't. I don't feel like it's a very Saga-y thing for that to be either. Like, people seeking out death in that way is not usually the end-of-life response. Right? There's a lot of bemoaning that they can't, and very little actually going forth and doing it. Because old people in the sagas, if they're the hero, they're always sad that they're old. And if they're not the hero, they're crotchety and sad that they're old.
You look well today, Eivor.
The Order has been purged from London. For now, they hold no power there.
That is good news. And
Yes.
I would celebrate, but for the fact that Jorvik now
Indeed.
suffers from the same
Jorvik
infestation.
sure does.
Jorvik is a city under Norse control. I should have less problem finding allies here.
That is a hopeful way of seeing it. Speak to Ranvi when you wish to travel there.
Soon.
Do you need
Not
something?
yet. Give medallions.
It serves your cause better than it does my pocket.
It gives me joy to take these from you. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you
And
to have this.
more
You
fire.
have done well, but there are more still.
Yes, there are lots more.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Anyway, let's go turn in the thing, and then we'll make sure that we've got it all set up for. Oh, wait, we completed a bunch of contracts. That means we can actually like do a thing with Reda, and he'll give us stuff.
Salutations.
I have completed the contract.
Excellent work, my friend. You impress me more and more every day.
Thank
Here
you.
is what you have earned.
I hate it.
What do you have today?
What do we have? We have 89 of these. Not enough for any of these. Okay.
I have to go. See you soon.
Oof.
Goodbye for now.
That's a mega oof. What did we get from him? We got a shield. We got a presumably very trashy looking shield. Oh no. Oh no. Runic spells have been carved into it by a Valhalla, making its owner immune to attempts at magic. Are you sure? Are you sure that's what that looks like, game? Are you real confident? Some of the things here are... Actually, I think most of the things here are found in Icelandic grimoires from the 15 and 1600s. And it's early modern magic based on continental models. Not what was actually done
So glad
in
to
the
see you.
period. So... Also, yes, it is an Uruk-hai shield from Lord of the Rings as far as
London
design is
with
concerned.
us and cleansed of the order.
It's terrible.
Good.
Huzzah.
Pleased.
Ask Greta. He's the one who gave it to us, so...
Speak with Hytham.
Anyway, yes. We are going to start that quest next time. That's going to be our normal... Hi, Dwulfka. Dwulfka. Let me pet the wolf. Dang it, game. Fine. No petting the wolf. Anyway. So apologies for all the technical issues. So the stream will of course be uploaded in 2 parts. Because it's now 2 separate VODs. And so that's what they'll be uploaded both to YouTube as separate parts. And then next week we're going to Vinland. Oh boy, I do not enjoy how they did Vinland in this game. And it tells me something about what they wanted to do and then they chose not to for reasons. I assume reasons. Anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. I think on Wednesday we'll probably play more Hades because I have been playing too much of that game. And it's just fun. We're not going to do too much of that. I do want to move on to other games, but I think we want one more stream of that just to see what the aspects start looking like. So, yeah. I will catch you all on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time for that stream. Or on Saturday again for the next AC Valhalla one. Until then, have a good time, and you can see me in the Discord, YouTube, all the usual places. Check the About section of the stream, and make sure you join them to talk to me all the rest of the time.